Hey guys, I'm back and I'm here with another first impression slash demo slash review on the LA Colors primer oil. If you guys want to hear my thoughts on this primer oil, stay tuned. So this is the packaging. This is exactly what it looks like. So for directions, it says use morning and night. It can be used anywhere on the skin, hair, or nails. Mix with the foundation for a dewy finish. Store in cool areas and keep away from heat. It is not tested on animals. If irritation occurs, discontinue use. Once you remove the double seal, you're going to find a twist off cap. It also has a dropper dispenser, which I really like because you can control how much product you're using. So it doesn't say like 1 to 2 drops per application, so you can just control however you'd like. Now I'm just dispensing 1 drop on each side of my face and just rubbing it in. I just want to see the consistency and see how oily it was with just 1 to 2 drops. I didn't want to apply too much and it be too greasy. So I'm just gonna rub this into my skin until I feel like it's completely dry. It doesn't feel like a silicone or anything like that would feel, but it feels like first when you apply the professional, it feels smooth on my skin, but it definitely feels like a little bit sleek. I don't know how to describe it. It's like slightly oily though. And especially because I have oily skin, I'm really not too sure about this. So what I'm gonna do is I went ahead and applied 2 drops, one going down, one going down. Just rubbed it in my into my skin. It rubbed in nicely. It's nice and moisturizing, but again, it feels slightly greasy. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna apply my foundation. My regular drugstore foundation that I like to use on a daily basis is the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible. I love this stuff. You guys have seen a review slash first impressions on this foundation. If you haven't, I will go ahead and leave a link right here as well as down in the description box. But this is like my go-to, especially because I'm oily. When I'm going to work and I don't like to use a high-end foundation for work, I use this one and it tends to last all day. I do get really oily here in my chin and in my T-zone, but it always lasts throughout the day if I just go in and blot. So what I'm going to do is apply this foundation on camera. I'm going to do the rest of my face and I'm going to come back and let you know how I feel about the finish. So of course I'm just going to be applying with my regular beauty blender. This is clean and damp. Now the reason why I decided to go ahead and go in with my matte is for the simple reason that I'm super oily. And if it doesn't work with the matte foundation, it sure in the hell isn't going to work with a dewy foundation. Now it does say that you can go ahead and add this into your foundation. I'm not going to try that today just because it's my first time using this and I kind of want to just see how it works for me just alone, like as my base. I mean, it does say it's a primer, so I'm going to go ahead and use it as a primer today. So right now I have applied the foundation. I'm going to go ahead and conceal, contour, put blush, mascara, eyelashes, and the whole shebang. I already had my eyebrows done before I started, but I can see for right now, without setting it, it definitely feels more moisturized. It doesn't feel dewy or anything like that, but it doesn't feel as drying as it usually does when I apply this with even a moisturizer or foundation. I don't know, it just feels a lot more moisturized. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my makeup and I will be back to show you guys the final look. Okay guys, so first off, the first thing I noticed about this primer was the packaging and the name. So the primer oil and the packaging of this oil reminded me a lot of the Smashbox primer oil. Now I don't have that oil to compare with this one, but I will leave a picture of it right here so you guys can see what it looks like. I have heard a lot of good things about that primer oil and I'm still interested in trying it out, but I did see this in a local cosmetic store that I go to often and they have this for $7.99, so I told myself, like, why not just try it out. It's $7.99. If you don't like it, it wasn't that expensive. So I just tried it out. I applied my makeup like just regular, nothing major. I did highlight, contour, everything like I would on a regular day, just pretty basic beat, and it didn't leave me feeling oily at all. I don't feel like I'm dewy. I did wear the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible foundation. This foundation is super mattifying. Like, it will suck the life out of your skin. So I definitely, even though I'm oily, I definitely moisturize and use a primer with that. I did feel like it was slightly greasy, but after applying my foundation, setting my face with powder, doing highlight, contour, and all of that good stuff, I don't feel like that. I definitely feel like a lot more moisturized, and my skin feels really good with this on. And I definitely feel like if it doesn't affect the longevity of my foundation, I'm definitely going to continue use with this primer oil, just because I love how it made me feel. And I like how it helped out with the crow's feet underneath my eyes. Like, those are definitely something that I'm like really self-conscious about. I really cannot stand my crow's feet. They bug the hell out of me through videos, just daily life. I just can't stand the creases underneath my eyes, but they're there. So I deal with them. I have a lot of tricks that I do so that they are not accentuated. And this primer oil definitely made it look a lot smoother underneath my eye. It made my skin look a lot smoother. It made the foundation just go on. I wish I could say it was gliding on, but I wasn't using a brush. I was dabbing it in. But it felt like, I don't know, it felt like I didn't have to do a lot of work. It didn't separate my foundation or do anything crazy to it. It felt like normal, like, foundation application. The only thing is I felt like it had a lot more moisture to my skin, and that's definitely something I like. Now, it states it's a primer, so when I think of primer, I think of filling in those pores, just priming in my face. Well, not necessarily filling in your pores, I guess. I use a professional, that's why I say that, because it does fill in your pores quite well, because I have one that's right here and it's like really bad, just because it was like some scarring left over from a pimple that I can't stand. I always tell you guys I can't stand it because it left me like an indent in my skin, and it professional usually fills it up pretty well, and this one didn't necessarily fill it, but I feel like it's not so noticeable. My finish came out nice, and one thing I did notice is how soft my skin felt. Like, it felt so soft. It felt a lot softer than normal. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in. And now, as you can see underneath my eyes, it looks so smooth. My skin looks really smooth. Oh, this little baby hair. I like it. I really like it. See, it didn't add any extra dewiness that I wasn't looking for. Now, I'm really interested in trying this out with a, like, inside of my foundation. So I'm curious to see how it would work if I applied it in the foundation. I'm also curious to see how it works with a dewy foundation. I tend to steer away from dewy foundations. On occasion, I like them just because it does have such a natural, beautiful finish, but I tend to lean towards my matte more often. I really like the finish that it gives me with the matte foundation. My next try is definitely going to be a dewy foundation, or applying it to my matte foundation and seeing how that works. But as of right now, I really like this. This is something I'm glad I added to my makeup collection. It makes me want to go ahead and splurge on the Smashbox one. So you never know, that review might be coming soon. I do want to thank you guys for watching. Everything you guys need to know about this and where you can purchase it is going to be in the description box below, as well as a foundation review on the Infallible Pro. I do want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with somebody who might find it useful. Like always, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. I got hot sauce in my bag, swag.
I got a secret that I wanna show you. Oh, I got a secret, I'ma drop 'em to the floor. Oh.